guys, how's it going? It is me, Megan, and I am back with another video. If you guys are new to my channel, I am a full-time reseller on Poshmark and a few other platforms, but mostly Poshmark. And here on YouTube, I like to make reseller content. I'll do what sold videos, I'll do unboxings, I'll do all that good stuff. So if that is something you guys are interested in, please make sure to like and subscribe, and that way you'll never miss one of my videos. So yeah, in today's video, I am doing What Sold Sunday. Again, I'm back. If you guys kind of only watch these videos, I have been MIA for a little while because I've actually been moving down here to the Bay Area. And yeah, August was just absolutely insane. It took us like 2 weeks to move down here because we did it all by ourselves, and we drove back and forth, and then we had to get our cats. My cat that's usually good in the car got really motion sick, and that was really scary. And yeah, we're finally here. Everyone's happy. The cats love it. And yeah, I'm back. Back doing my What Sold Sundays, and I finally have some sales to share with you guys. And I'm actually going to go over everything I've sold in September thus far. So about the last week and a half almost of sales. So pretty much the 1st through yesterday, Saturday, which was the 10th. So starting with Thursday, September 1st, I sold these Tory Burch snake print wedges. These shoes were actually the first things that I have ever sourced in the Bay Area. It was the first thing I picked up to resell, which was pretty cool. We were actually just going to a bunch of Goodwills looking for different kind of like furniture items. We need some bookshelves. We needed some lamps, but when I was walking through the aisles, I passed these and I'm like, I'm gonna buy those. They were, I think, $10.99, so like $11. They sold pretty quickly once I got them listed. They sold for $72, and after fees I made $55.88. And those were pretty, I don't know if unique's the right word, but I only saw one listed and I really couldn't find anything else about them except for the person said that they were like the Mila wedge, but when I looked that up, I just couldn't find anything else about them, like on Google. Sorry, my eyes, a little irritated. Then I sold this Free People floral swing dress. This I picked up at the bins in Portland not too long ago, and I was actually surprised that it got a lot of attention. Usually I stay away from Free People because their pieces just don't do very well for me. But if it's at the bins, I do still usually pick it up, especially if I think it's cute, because even if I could sell it for like 20 bucks, that's fine. That's a good profit. But yeah, I picked up at the bins. It was getting a lot of attention. It ended up selling for $27, and then after fees, I made $19.88. Then I sold this Nuatag Mishki, I think was the brand. I think that's how you say it. Beaded bracelet. I actually got a, what is it? 15-piece jewelry box, rescue box from THREDUP. I didn't film it because I watch a lot of like jewelry unboxings just like for fun because I find it interesting. And pretty much everyone that does them has like gem testers and metal testers, and I don't have any of that. So if there was something that I thought like was a diamond or something that I thought might have been gold, I can't test that. I could just assume. But I did get some really good, you know, like mallish branded pieces in there. I got this, which was Nuatag's. I got a Nuatag's and Other Stories ring. That's pretty cute. I got a J. Crew bracelet. I did get a chain that said it was 14 karat gold, but it didn't have any other branding on it. So I'm actually going to send that into the RealReal because they do sell unbranded, like, gold jewelry, and I'll see if they sell it or they can test it and see if it's authentic. And yeah, I thought it was a pretty cool box. I might get it again. It is kind of pricey, and I don't really sell jewelry that often, but when I get jewelry in like fun boxes, I always have pretty good luck with it, so I wanted to try it out. But anyway, this bracelet sold for $29, and then after fees I made $23.20. Then I sold this 32-degree Nuatag base layer leggings. These came in a fun box a while ago, and I actually saw these being sold at Costco, so they're not very expensive. But someone offered me 10 and I accepted, and after fees I made $7.05. I do really well with base layer pieces, especially in the fall and winter, because people use them for like camping and hiking and such. So base layer is a good keyword for even like those basic like Nike workout long sleeves, like the dry fits. I'll use base layer because people can use that to, you know, layer on top of. All right, then on Friday the 2nd, I had 3 sales. I had an eBay sale. I sold this Prana really cute athletic dress. I've had this for a little while. I think I actually got this last February, so in the middle of winter. It didn't sell for the summer, but it's sold now. I don't remember how much I paid for it, but it was at a Goodwill, and I want to say it was like half off. I'm not sure. Probably spent between $4 and $8 on that piece. I didn't look it up, but it ended up selling for $32 on eBay, and after fees I made $26.78, so I am glad that that sold. Then I sold this Disneyland Resort gray crew neck that if you've been watching my recent videos, you might remember that I actually got this when I went to the Sacramento bins recently. It was really cute. It was older, I guess, just like a little bit older. It was a little bit worn in, so I didn't list it for too much. It ended up selling for $25, and after fees I made $20. And then last thing I sold on Friday was actually a full price buy. I sold this Madewell Catskills jacket. Again, a little bit of an older piece, but I found this at the Portland bins not too long ago, I don't think. Maybe a couple of months ago, but I only listed it for $35. I really loved the model photo. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. And after fees on Poshmark, I made $28. So on Saturday the 3rd, I had 2 sales. I sold this vintage Valerie Stevens slip dress. This actually sold on eBay. My vintage pieces have actually been doing pretty well on eBay. I haven't been cross-listing as much onto eBay because I realized after like 260 listings, you have to pay per listing like a month. Like, I don't know, was it 35 cents? You guys that sell on eBay probably know, but I was surprised. I feel like I never heard anyone talk about that, and I'm interested to hear if you guys pay those fees per month, because I wasn't expecting it, and I hadn't listed that much per month, but it had relisted my old items, and then I listed new items, so I paid for like 17 listings or $17 worth of listings. I don't know. So I'm like trying not to do that again, because even if it's like cheap and worth it, I'm just not ready to pay to list things on there. But let me know what your guys' opinion about that is. But anyway, I got this at the bins. I thought it was absolutely stunning. I love this slip dress. Really cute. I think it's from the 90s. It ended up selling for $48.50, and this got a ton of watchers on eBay. But it ended up selling for $48.50, and then after fees, I made $38.06. Sorry if you hear noises. That's my husband playing his instruments in the next room. I told him that I could hear him. He's like, oh, can you hear this? As he's banging a drum on the other side of the wall. Okay, so then the other thing I sold on Saturday was on Mercari. It was these American Eagle dark wash skinny jeans. I probably got these at the bins, or maybe in a denim rescue box that I received recently that wasn't great. Not super recently, probably like a month, 2 months ago while I was in Portland. But they ended up selling for $20, and after fees I made $17.12. I have noticed that my denim is getting a lot more attention recently, which is great because I have so much of it and I do love to sell denim, but right now it's getting pretty full in my inventory, so hopefully it starts selling pretty soon. And then on Sunday the 4th, I had 3 sales. I had another eBay sale. eBay was doing really well for me last week. It was this Athleta linen wrap dress, which again, if you've been watching my videos, I think I posted this one, but there is a thrift store near me that sells like newer Old Navy Gap Athleta pieces, but they cut out the tags. So you kind of have to either look at the inner tag or use keywords and look it up and kind of like guess, or not guess. This, I found the exact thing of it and they were the exact same. But I actually had bought the dress for myself, like knowing full well that it was gonna be like 2-3 sizes too big for me, but I'm like, oh, it's a wrap dress, but it just didn't work. So I'm like, I guess I'll sell it. And then when I went to look it up, I thought it was probably Gap or Old Navy because it was a linen dress, and that's just what I thought it was. But then I looked it up and it was Athleta, and I didn't realize that they made like more like everyday wear and not so much athleisure pieces, but that was pretty cool. This also got a lot of attention, but it ended up selling for $60 on eBay, and after fees I made $55.14, and I spent $10 on that. Then I sold this new tag loft jeans that did come in that denim DIY rescue box that I was talking about from THREDUP. These were new tags, but they were really dirty. Like they just had a patch of like dirt on the pocket, but I like hand washed just that area and it came out. So I did list them. They sold for $17 on Poshmark, and after fees I made $13.60. And then the last thing I sold on Sunday was a vintage Talbot's check wool skirt, which I've had for probably 2 years at this point. I think it came in either a 25-piece THREDUP box or like the first THREDUP bulk box I'd ever received. But it ended up selling for $18, and after fees I made $12.68. All right, and now moving into this last week, on Monday the 5th, I had 5 sales. I sold these J brand skinny jeans, which I think came in a really old denim rescue box I had received. They had this issue in the back where the stitching had come undone, but I took it home to Connecticut the last time I was there in like the winter. My mom fixed it, and then I relisted them, but it wasn't like perfect, and J brand's kind of a hard sell for me, but otherwise the jeans were literally like new, so that was disappointing. But they ended up selling for $18, and after fees I made $12.68. Then I sold these J Crew jogger style trousers, which I think came in my most recent bulk box. I thought they were pretty cute. They'd be great for work if you had to still dress up and go into the office, because they would have been really comfortable because they were just like stretchy pull-on pants. But they sold for $25, and after fees I made $20. Then I sold this Dior Beauté Cosmetics bag. I got this in one of my recent fun boxes that if you watch those videos that I put out, I think last week. I think some of the designer beauty cosmetic bags can actually do well. I think it just kind of depends on how popular the brand is. Like I got a Chanel, you guys might remember recently, I found a Chanel beauty pretty substantial cosmetics bag at the bins that sold for $300. This one, I think it was just kind of saturated. The Chanel one I had was really rare and sought after. This one was kind of saturated and probably like a free gift with purchase, you know? So it only ended up selling for $27, which is still pretty good. And then after fees, I made $19.88. Then I sold a pair of Madewell classic straight leg jeans in a tall size, which I'd never found before, but I found a few times recently at this one Goodwill. I think one person donated all their Madewell jeans. But I picked these up because they were straight leg, and that's just trendier, and I do better with Madewell jeans that aren't skinny or are just more unique. And they ended up selling for $52, and then after fees I made $41.60, and those I paid $10.99 for. So I made about $30 on those, which I think I could have made a little bit more, but it was a really quick sale and I'm happy with that. And then I also recently picked up these John Galt carpenter pants. I'll pick up John Galt and Brandy Melville at the bins a lot, especially if it's a cuter piece, but these I actually paid up for, I guess you can say, at a Goodwill. They were $4, and this like carpenter cargo pant trend is still really popular. They ended up selling for $27 on Mercari, and after fees I made $23.22. And then on Tuesday the 6th, I did not have any sales, which was sad because I was doing so well with sales each day, and then yeah, Tuesday I didn't have any. But then on Wednesday I had 3. I sold this West of Melrose vest. West of Melrose isn't like a good brand. I think they might sell it at like Tilly's. But I really liked this vest. It was very trendy. I found it at the bins, so it didn't cost me much. But it ended up selling on eBay for $13, and then after fees I made $14.85 because I guess they paid a lot in shipping. You guys tell me I set the shipping prices. I do everything on VENDOO. Like when I cross list to eBay, I always do it through VENDOO, and I just put like the weight in, and then I buy the label when somebody buys an item, so I don't know. I don't know. eBay's still kind of confusing to me. But anyway, I made $14.85 on that. And then I recently picked up this Lulu's white lace handkerchief dress, really cute, actually still for sale on their website. And I got this recently at a Goodwill as well, I think maybe last week. and I paid $9.99 for it. I knew it would sell pretty quickly because like white dresses, especially newer styles, and everyone loves Lulus, they do really well because women like to buy them for bridal showers and rehearsal dinners and everything that goes into getting married. They need like 100 white dresses, and I'm pretty sure it didn't have a size, but by measurements it was about a size extra large, so that was great. It ended up selling for $42, and after fees I made $33.60. Then I sold another pair of my Mack Weldon Ace sweatpants that I got in a mystery box. I don't even remember how many items I received in the box, but I got like 10 of these sweatpants, 3 of this other pant, 1 pair of shorts, and 1 pair of dress pants. So it wasn't like an interesting video, but I might do a recap soon just to see how much I made off of that. And I know people are interested about the company, so maybe I'll film that. But they end up selling for $45, and after fees I made $36. And Mack Weldon, especially their Ace sweatpants, which are these ones, sell really well. And I've sold them before I even got this mystery box. I found them at a Goodwill once and they did really well. I actually saw a pair recently at a Goodwill, but I didn't pick it up because I didn't know. The pricing was just weird at my Goodwill. I didn't know how much they were going to be, and I still have several pairs, so I thought I would just wait on that. But they've done really well for me. I think my cost of goods per sweatpant was about $9, and I've sold almost all of them, which is great. And then on Thursday, I had 2 sales. I sold these Idlewind jeans, which is, I guess, Miranda Lambert's company. I got these in Portland a while ago, and I thought that they would do better. Maybe if I had waited a little bit longer now that people are shopping for denim, I could have got a little bit more. I do remember I paid like maybe $15 or $16 for these, which is my bad, but I finally just accepted an offer of $30, which people have been lowballing me on these jeans forever, so I'm like, whatever, I'll just accept it. And then after fees I made $24, so I did not profit very much. And then I sold this vintage Free People floral wrap skirt, which I got at a Plato's Closet sale when they had everything for like $1, again a while ago, and it's been getting okay attention. I think I just had it listed too high. It ended up selling for $28, and then after fees I made $20.68. And on Friday the 9th I had 3 sales. I sold this Disney like Chewbacca screen print long sleeve. It was technically by the brand George, which is Walmart, but I think someone screen printed this design onto it. I had gotten this a very long time ago at Goodwill. I remember I didn't pay much for it, and then I gave it to my husband. I'm like, this is so cute, you need to wear this. We used to go to Disneyland all the time, and we have a bunch of Disney stuff, but it really just wasn't his vibe. And he's like, I'm gonna get rid of it if you want to sell it. Like, I have so much Disney stuff, like this wouldn't be my first thing that I'd wear there. So I'm like, okay, I'll sell it because it is really cute. And it did actually sell quickly once I listed it, even though I listed it unbranded. But it ended up selling for $18, and after fees I made $14.40. Then I sold these Mother Stunner skinny jeans. That's the name of it, Stunner. I found a couple of Mother jeans recently, which is great. I haven't found them in a really, really long time. These I think were the pair that were black. I found black and then a really dark blue pair. And I've found Mother before. I've actually found it at the bins, but I always sell it around $60. People always tell me they get a bunch more for it, but for whatever reason, mine always sell at $60. I think I had these listed at like 82, and then I negotiated with somebody, and when they offered 60, I was like, fine. So they ended up selling for 60, and after fees, I made 48, and those I spent about $11 on as well. But they were a very quick sale. And then the last thing I sold on Friday were these Trina Turk patterned pants, and I actually, this is gonna be a bit of a spoiler, but I got these in a recent DIY designer box. But I do like Trina Turk. I like her pieces, and I have actually done really well selling them on THREDUP when I used to send clothes into THREDUP. So if these didn't sell, like if I couldn't sell them myself, I would just resend them in. They had a size and everything. I don't know what was wrong with them. But they ended up selling for $64, and after fees I made $51.20. I think my cost of goods on that box is about $15, so you'd hope to get a little bit more, but that was totally fine. And then finally yesterday on the 10th, Saturday, I had an actually pretty good day. I sold 6 items. I sold this Adrian Lando, I still don't know how to pronounce that, Mongolian fur boa. I got this recently again in those fun boxes. If you watched from last week, it came in one of those. It was actually a really good brand, pretty saturated though. I saw a lot of these, but it ended up selling on eBay for $80.99, and I think it was a promoted listing, but afterwards I made $73.20. Then I sold this Sophie B corset on Poshmark, again something I've had for a really long time. I got this at the bins in Portland. Sophie B is actually a pretty good brand. I think someone on Gossip Girl wore a corset by them once, and if you find that exact one, I think you could get a decent amount of money for it. This one was always getting attention, but people are always asking me like, oh, like what's the cup size, da da da. I'm like, I don't know. It just says size large. But it finally sold. It sold for $25, and after fees, I made $20. Then another piece I've had for a while, this Margaret O'Leary linen dress. I believe I got this at a Goodwill like 1 or 2 years ago. Really cute, but yeah, I've just been sitting on it. I did recently find a pair of Margaret O'Leary New Attack shorts though, that I don't really know how to price them at, because they were originally like $258, and they're still technically for sale on their website, but they don't have all the sizes, and I listed it high, but I don't know. But this ended up selling for $50, and after fees I made $40. Then I sold this J. Crew Sophie blazer, which I got kind of recently at the bins in Portland. But if you remember that video, I had to fix the pocket on it because it was like coming undone, but it was really easy to just sew up. And this is a really great style. This was a size extra small, but it still sold really well and pretty quickly once I got it listed. Actually, I didn't get it listed till recently. It ended up selling for $63, and after fees I made $48.68. So I try not to like sleep on J. Crew because I can still sell it pretty well, but I only get pieces that I think are really, you know, modern and cute. Even if they aren't actually that recent of styles, I still will pick them up if I think they're trendy enough, or if they're made of like a really good material like cashmere. And then I sold these Lululemon reversible groove pant is what they're called. They're like a flared legging or yoga pant, as us millennials would call them. I actually got these in Connecticut. I think I got them for like $2 like last winter, so I have been sitting on these for a little while. They've been getting decent attention, but they're definitely like an older piece, but still in pretty good condition. They ended up selling for $36, and after fees I made $27.08. And then the last thing I sold yesterday was this keepsake jumpsuit, which I also picked up pretty recently. It was really cute, pretty unique. I don't know too much about the brand Keepsake, but it's expensive to begin with for sure. I can't remember what website I saw it listed on, but I think maybe Bloomingdale's or Neiman Marcus or Revolve, something like that. But it was really cute, wide leg jumpsuit. It actually ended up selling on Mercari, which I was a little bit surprised about. But somebody offered me $60. I think this I also had listed at $80, but it wasn't getting too much attention. It definitely probably would have closer to the holidays, but for a quick sale, I was happy. I only paid $9.99 for that recently, so it ended up selling for $60. And after fees, I made $51.96. So pretty good. Week and a half, I'd say, now that I'm finally kind of back into the swing of things. Shopping more, getting stuff listed, cross-listing, all that good stuff. But yeah, my gross total for those days was $1,157.49. And then after fees of $219.07, I net $938.42. So not too bad. I once had someone ask me how much I would need to make in a week to go full-time, and it never had really been about how much I make in a week reselling to go full-time. It was just about when I'd be able to just fully focus on reselling, and the last 3 years have just been hard. It's been hard for everyone, especially with the pandemic and getting furloughed from my other part-time job and not getting unemployment, not because I wasn't qualified, but because California just wasn't equipped to deal with so many people. getting unemployment, and it was literally impossible for me to get help with that. And reselling really just got me through, and I really just couldn't fully focus on reselling because my husband was in law school full-time and I needed to pay rent. But now that he has a law job and, you know, I can now focus more on reselling, and I'd like to be making more money, but that doesn't come overnight and I just need to keep working on it. And I'm excited to continue to share my journey with you guys. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great time sourcing and selling this week, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye!